Well, folks, it's 2 days after Christmas, and I'm out here checking on the cows. So it's the 27th, and in Kansas, it's 71 degrees in December 27th. It's wild. But yeah, I'm up here checking on the cows, seeing if there's any new babies, which we have 12 calves total in here that we know of. We got a few tagged yesterday, and one little calf that we tagged, we laid it over to Bandit, and then it went up and kicked Grandma. Well, its hip hit Grandma in the cheek. She bit her tongue. That little calf right way out there with the white face. But yeah, so I'm out here checking on them. Like there's one we tagged, a little heifer calf. I don't know who that little one is. That one goes to that old Charlotte cow. And then we got a couple here with no tags. Don't know who they go to. That little one, we know him. He's not tagged. We tagged that one yesterday. And we have a calf pole that we go up and hook their legs with. And, well, we hooked its leg, Garrett did, and we underestimated how big it was. And so it just started dragging Garrett around the field. So I had to grab onto it. And we got her tagged. She's a nice one. There's her mama right there. We put out hay yesterday too, so they're still pretty well working on it. Rough field out here. We got that little one tagged. Goes to that cow. She goes after Dottie the dog like she's a coyote or something. But yeah, that's a little heifer. We've got quite a few heifers out here. Like that one's a heifer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And I have my book too. Right here. See, so we got all those. And so there's heifer, heifer, bull, bull, heifer, bull, heifer, bull. We've got a pretty good ratio going. And yeah, so I'm just out here checking on the cows and stuff. She was supposed to be a butcher cow, but we wanted to keep her back as to be a mama, and we're pretty sure she got bred. And yes, these ones are looking pretty good. She's bagging up pretty good, that Hereford right there, as you can see. But I wasn't here when they caught these off the other farm and brought them here. So I don't know which one got calves taken off of them. But I feel like the way she's bagging, she should have a calf soon. We've got two big calves there. And so she's bagging up pretty good. I'll go show you. This one here's bagging up pretty good. She should have a calf soon. She's starting to have goo come out of her rear end. She doesn't have that big of a bag. She might have a calf out here. But as you can see how swollen her rear end is, she should be calving pretty soon. And then we got this cow here. She had twins pulled off of her. We sold those last weekend. And then we'll see here what else we got. Yeah, so there's the one that kicked Grandma. Or hipped her, I should say. Two big calves that can get weaned. Here's the mama to that calf. And for this year, we bought a bander for our bull calves. So when we tag them, we band them at So then once we start raising them, they're already steers. Because we usually would cut them, but since my grandpa passed, we don't really have anybody to cut them. The suspension on this thing's creaky. I like that heifer. She had a pretty big calf pulled off of her. If I go around here, we've got a whole bunch more over here. There's a catch pen. We gotta get some more tubs for these things, mineral tubs. 106 there, she's getting pretty old. She probably ought to get sold soon. She's pretty well open, I'd say. We got 24 there. We tagged that calf yesterday. That cow's a little ornery. And then we've got just some more heifers around here. I'm pretty sure this tan one down here has a calf on her, I thought, unless I'm mistaken her for someone else. P4, she has a gray calf, same patterns and everything, just a different solid color. P21, oh no, she doesn't have a calf. She should be bred though. And we've got some big old feedlots over there and stuff on our neighbors. And they left their gates open. And yesterday they had a whole bunch of heifers and babies get out. And yeah, so I'm going around here looking. I look way back in the back over there to see if there's any cows back there. But I don't see any. I was gonna try to get the four-wheeler out, but it wouldn't start. I hooked up the battery cables to it. Tried to jump start it, but she didn't jump. So I gotta drive the Hoopty again. And like I said, it's 71 degrees out here. There's some decent wind. Nothing to worry about though. We've got some over there in the feedlot, the weaning pen, and then the feedlot. And we've got one laying down over here. She hasn't calved in over a year, so we feel like she should be bred, but we're pretty sure that she's open still. We gotta get the vet out here to check them. Preg check. Pretty soon here. Check our heifers, check our old cows, see if we need to sell them old cows and stuff. Yeah, she's just chilling. I saw another cow back over there. You might be able to see the calf. Yeah, that little white thing right there. There's a calf. It's pretty big though. And then there's a ravine right there, and its mama's laying down in there. And then if we go over here, we've got over here. In there we have a big old steer and another gray steer, butcher beefs. And then in here, I'm gonna walk up in there. So we have that white one there's mine. That little black calf there, that one's my sister's. It goes to that black cow in there. And that cow, we took her over to put her on grass, and she just lost a bunch of nutrients and stuff. And we just sold all the other ones from in here. And you can see that red one back there. That one's also mine. But you've got to watch that white one and that black one. They're a little crazy. And that white one's a little small to be bred, but we had her over where our heifers were. And we took a bull over there, and we hoped she didn't get bred because we couldn't never catch her. We had to get horses over there to catch all our heifers and her. There goes that one. She was weaned off my Brahma cow. Yeah, we've got 2 feeders in here and these auto waters. But as you can see, it's real wet around here because of this hole here. When we push down, like when the cows go to get a drink, it pushes a bunch of water out. And so a bunch of water's coming out and stuff. And me and Garrett have tried to fix the floater multiple times up in there. It's just not working out too well. Calves broke through there. I put some wire there and they broke it again. This side's not leaking anymore, which is good. But yeah, we've got some hay in here. They ate that bale very awkward. But yeah, I'm just up here checking the cows with the dog, seeing if there's any new babies or if there's any sick cows or cows in labor or any of that kind of stuff. So folks, there you have it.